favor. Test the mic so hold on.
Check, check. Check, check. Oh. Ah. Test.
No, you gotta do more than that. I gotta like.
Hello.
No, do one at a time. One mic at a time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And a partridge in a pear tree. Hello, everyone. I'm Logan Zeller here today for today's Calvert Hall swim meet against Mount St. Joe. This is the last Communications Club live streamed swim meet. I think there's one more, but this is the last one for me. I'm very sad because this is my last one, and I'm a senior, and I will not be here next year. So I hope to see a nice little Calvert Hall pull-out win here against Mount St. Joe. They're one of our biggest competitors, especially in the sport of baseball. It's been pretty competitive. I'm not really sure about swimming, but hopefully it'll be a good meet. We'll see some good swimming out there, some good talent, and I'm looking forward to see what happens. So we will be with you shortly for the start of the meet. For right now, I do not currently have a heat sheet on me, so I am not able to render the names of who's swimming and what yet. But hopefully I will be getting that heat sheet soon, because that is the staple of this live stream. You want to know who's swimming, and I need a heat sheet. And here we go to start this meet here. Looking to me like it's currently between one Calvert Hall and one Mount St. Joe swimmer. Sadly, I do not have a heat sheet, so I do not know who's swimming. Looks like Mount St. Joe holding a big lead here. I guess not big, but a small bit of a lead here. Starting the meet. Calvert Hall in lane 3, Mount St. Joe in lane 4. And it's going to be a relay. This is the 200 Medley Relay. Our first event of this meet. And Calvert Hall taking a big lead here as they go into, as the second swimmer, we're going to the second stretch of breaststroke. And Calvert Hall with a big lead right now over Mount St. Joe in this relay. Looking like a very good start for the Cardinals. A little bit of a slow start here for the Gales. And Calvert Hall keeping a humongous lead here in lane 3. As we continue on now. It seems like they're literally a lap in front of Mount St. Joe. That's a 2-second lead for Calvert Hall. And they are coming into this one I think, into the final stretch. And there it is. Calvert Hall finishing in first place there with a finish of 2 minutes, 4 seconds there. Calvert Hall winning that one. I'm trying to get a heat sheet as fast as I can here. I cannot leave the table because I have to keep you guys entertained. Looks like we're getting our second event start there. Calvert Hall winning the first event there by 19 seconds. Wow, a big win there. And here we go. And here is event number 2, also the 200 medley relay. It looks like we've got Calvert Hall in lane 3 and 5 and Mount St. Joe in lane 4. Calvert Hall in lane 3 taking the lead here. It's a pretty tight race right now between lanes 3 and 4. Lane 5 just trailing a little bit behind there. And here we go. I have the heat sheet. So this is the varsity 200-yard medley relay for Calvert Hall in lane 3. John Barrett, Lucas Vandewinkle, Will Urian, and Ben Carroll. And in lane 4, I sadly do not have names on this list for Mount St. Joe. So I only have Calvert Hall names, unfortunately. I really wish I could announce Mount St. Joe names. In lane 5 for Calvert Hall, Christian Stecco, Aiden Ziegler, Victor Buscemi, and Holt Taylor. And heading into the final beat here. A pretty tight race. In lanes 3 and 4, Mount St. Joe with a good wall turn, and they're making their way across. It's a close finish. Who's got it? And Mount St. Joe's got it by just 60 milliseconds. A great win on that event there from Mount St. Joe. And that'll tie up 1-1 for events. Both Calvert Hall and Mount St. Joe have now won an event. The first event, the racers for Calvert Hall were Michael Waite, Matthew Lenzenweger, Michael Kale, and Declan Ames in lane 3 there. So now we are heading on to our third event, which is the 200-yard freestyle. This is going to be for JV. We see Mount St. Joe in lanes 2, 4, and 6. For Calvert Hall in lane 3, Mark Bennett, and in lane 5, Braden Weinhold. And here we go. We've started off. And it looks like Mark Bennett in lane 3 has taken a bit of a lead here. For these 200-yard freestyles, it's really good to conserve the energy and bring it all out towards the finish. You really want to conserve your energy while you're in the forefront of your laps, and then right towards the end is where you really want to push it. I said this in my last live stream I spoke on. I am not a swimmer myself. I'm a lifeguard. But I lifeguard during the summer, so I've learned really more how to short distance swim than long distance swim as much. I have learned how to long distance swim, but not much. And it looks like Mark Bennett will be taking a tie with Mount St. Joe in lane 4 currently. And it is a close race. Close race for Calvert Hall and Mount St. Joe, lanes 3 and 4. They are both neck and neck heading. Oh, a good wall turn there from Mount St. Joe. That might win it for them. Unless, oh no. Here we go. It's getting neck and neck. Who's going to win this one? It's going to come down to the final stretch. Just kidding. They have another one to do. They still got more laps to go. That's my mistake. Sadly, I do not have a compatriot next to me for today's swim meet, so for right now, it'll just be me commentating. I'm sorry for some of you that do not like my voice, but I have to. I did sign up for this. And let's see who's got it. And it is Mount St. Joe pulling it by about 38 milliseconds. A very close win there for Mount St. Joe. And that'll be the second event win for Mount St. Joe. And they now lead in event wins overall 2-1. Heading into the fourth event here. We have 23 events today. Pretty close all around. I must say, pretty interesting intervals in between the finishes here. First place finishing 2:09.48. Second place 2:09.86. So we are now heading into our fourth event. It looks like we only have one heat for each event today. This is the men's 200-yard freestyle for varsity. In lane 1 for Calvert Hall, Victor Buscemi, Mount St. Joe in lane 2. Cole Schaefer in lane 3 for Calvert Hall, Mount St. Joe in lane 4. And then Jackson Wyndham in lane 5 for Calvert Hall. So we have 3 Cardinal swimmers and 2 Gale swimmers. And it looks like Mount St. Joe has pulled out a first place lead here. Second place kind of neck and neck in lanes 3 and 4. But it looks like Mount St. Joe's got a pretty solid lead in lane 2. My voice is very tired. I've been studying for exams the past couple days, so I am truly sorry if my voice is impeccably terrible. And Mount St. Joe having a pretty good lead here, heading into the final stretch. It seems that they're honestly way ahead here. And a great finish there for Mount St. Joe. Who's going to get second? And it's Calvert Hall getting second place. Mount St. Joe, though, getting first place in that, and they now lead in events 3-1. Sadly for swimming, they don't really calculate the score until the end of the meet. But now, Calvert Hall finishing in second, though. It is by about 11 seconds. That was an 11-second win there for Mount St. Joe. And we are now heading into our next event. The fifth event is the men's 200-yard individual medley. This is for junior varsity. Mount St. Joe in lanes 2 and 4, and in lane 3 for Calvert Hall, Michael Kale. And it looks like Michael Kale out to a lead here against two, not one, but two Gale swimmers. And he's got a pretty good lead right now. And we got some backstroke action now. And this is a big pull out front here. For Calvert Hall. As they're keeping a pretty tight lead now. Michael Kale all the way out in front here. He just finished his 4th lap, I'm pretty sure. He's halfway through. So they started with the relays first. IMs. IM, as I said earlier, is individual medley. And Michael Kale is just he's taken a I guess I can't say cakewalk, I say a cake swim. Through this now, as it was pretty easy for him, finishing with a time of 2 minutes 23 seconds in first place. Calvert Hall winning that event, and Calvert Hall now leading. Mount St. Joe leading in events now 3-2. Nice little event win there after going on a three event losing streak at the start there for Calvert Hall, and Calvert Hall finally winning an event here. And they are now down 3-2 in total events. And now for the score, it comes down to the time. It comes down to time of when they finish. So Michael Kale with a good 24-second win there. That's impressive. Even for JV, that's impressive. And we are now heading into our 6th event, which is the men's 200-yard IM for varsity. Mount St. Joe in lanes 2 and 4. And for Calvert Hall, in lane 1, Morrissey Lochte, and in lane 3, Ben Carroll. Now, Ben Carroll and Declan Ames both swim on the swim team for Campus Cabana Swim Club, just about 5 minutes away from here. We're a pretty fair distance from all of the local free state league pools here. And now We have started. Pretty close to start this one. Ben Carroll keeping it neck and neck with lane 4. Morrissey Lockney following a little behind. And Mount St. Joe has really been doing well with these wall turns. They know how to put their feet and get the pressure they need to get their hands on the wall, their feet on the inside of the pool and the wall there, and then push off. Especially for backstroke, it's an easy wall turn. You just get your hands up there and then just push off with your feet instead of having to turn your body around 180 to go freestyle, butterfly, or breast. And it looks like Mount St. Joe has put in a considerable lead here. And they are doing a pretty good job here. Mount St. Joe keeping a considerable lead over Ben Carroll in lane 3, who is now falling a bit behind. And not good so far here for Calvert Hall. Mount St. Joe currently holding first and second place in this event. And a win there for Mount St. Joe. Mount St. Joe winning both first and second place there. Times 2:09.86 and 2:15.05. So Mount St. Joe winning that one, and they will now take an event lead 4-2. So Mount St. Joe with the lead here in the swim meet. And we are now going to move on to our 7th event of the swim meet here this evening at the beloved Hucked Pool here at Calvert Hall. And a considerable job here by our athletic director, Coach Lou Eckrell, and he has been able to keep the athletics floating here at Calvert Hall. We've been able to have meets, we've been able to have games, and it's all because of Mr. Eckrell. Trying to keep our sports alive here. So currently going on is the men's 50-yard freestyle for Jv Msj in lanes 2 and 5. In lane 1, Ethan Forster. Lane 3, Declan Ames. And in lane 5, Michael Waite. And Declan Ames will get first place on that one. And Mount St. Joe now leading events 4-3 with a nice JV win there for Calvert Hall. And the winner there, again, Declan Ames at the time of 27 seconds of 27:35. Calvert Hall also getting second place, Michael Waite. So that was quick. Oh, looks like that's not it for relays. We got 2 more. But it's not for a while here. We are now in our 8th event here, which is the 50-yard freestyle for varsity. MSJ in lanes 2, 4, and 6. For Calvert Hall, in lane 1, Nate Simon, and in lane 3, John Barrett. Let's listen to the crowd. And first place will go to Mount St. Joe by 14 milliseconds. A very, very close, tight win there for Mount St. Joe. They now lead events 5-3. Coming in second there was John Barrett. Nate Simon is also a close friend of mine. He's a great guy, and he's a very good swimmer. You know, making varsity swimming, you know, I mean, from my viewpoint, is not easy. Because I've really had to learn how to swim the past couple of years. So there we go. Mount St. Joe now leading in its events 5-3, and we are now heading on to our 9th event of the evening, the men's 100-yard butterfly. This is for JV. We only have 2 swimmers here, one for Mount St. Joe and one for Calvert Hall. For Calvert Hall, Matthew Lenzenweger in lane 3, Mount St. Joe in lane 4. And it looks like we're taking a little intermission here, actually. So we will be back here at Hucked Pool. Mount St. Joe currently leading in events 5-3. I'd like to take this chance here to give a shout out to our moderator, Mr. Doug Heydrich, as well as our cameraman, Cameron Hayes, class of 23. He's got 1 more year left than me, and I am very jealous because this place is great. I really do like being at Calvert Hall, I have to say. Swimmers here taking a nice aptitude on continuing to practice while in the pool. I feel like that's so important when it comes to meets. You want to make sure that you're fully prepared and you're getting the time you're getting in order to be successful. So I wish I was this good at swimming, but I'm not. So, and that's the storyline of the hour. And here we go, starting the second part of our meet here. And this is the men's 100-yard butterfly for JV. In lane 3 for Calvert Hall, Matthew Lenzenweger, Mount St. Joe in lane 4. And a pretty good lead here for Matthew Lenzenweger. And there it is. A win there for JV. Mount St. Joe now leads in events 5-4 with the win there for Calvert Hall. And that'll be a finish 23 seconds behind Lenzenweger. So a huge win there for Matt. As we head on to the 10th event. Heading on to the 10th event here. And this is the men's 100-yard butterfly for Varsity. Mount St. Joe in lanes 2, 4, and 6. For Calvert Hall in lane 3, Will Urian, and in lane 5, Lucas Vandewinkle. Will Urian currently holding the lead here. As we get through, Urian, he's trying to finish. Can he do it? Can he get there? Does he get it? Urian, yes, he does. And Urian will finish with a time of 55 seconds, 73 milliseconds. Milliseconds are important in a swim meet. They also help calculate the time for an event. And so the win there going is Calvert Hall, winning 2 events in a row there. And we are now tied at 5 in event win count between Calvert Hall and Mount St. Joe. They have both won 5 events now, heading into event number 11. Weird, on my sheet it says event 12, so I guess it was just a numbering mistake. But this is event 11. This is the men's 100-yard freestyle for Jv Msj in lanes 2, 4, and 6. For Calvert Hall in lane 1, Ethan Forrester. In lane 3, Mark Bennett. And in lane 5, Declan Ames. And it looks like Mark Bennett holding the lead here. Heading halfway through now. Calvert Hall with the lead, Mark Bennett. Bennett coming down the final stretch. He's at pretty good pace here. He could win this. Who's going to do it? And it's Mark Bennett. And Mark Bennett winning it there for Calvert Hall with a time of 1 minute, 36 milliseconds. So another win, the 3rd event win in a row here for Calvert Hall, as they now lead in events. Calvert Hall now leading in events 6-5. after a huge comeback for Calvert Hall. Mount St. Joe led in events 5-3. And now after the break, the first 3 events after the break have been won by Calvert Hall. All 3 of them. And they now lead 6-5 in event wins. Heading into event 12, which is the men's 100-yard freestyle for varsity. MSJ in lanes 2, 4, and 6. For Calvert Hall, in lane 1, Cole Schaefer. And in lane 3, Ben Carroll. And here we go. And it looks like we have a swimmer in lane 5 for Calvert Hall. Just on the heat sheet, it doesn't say who it is. A good jump start lead there for Mount St. Joe as they pull it around the bend for the second lap. Mount St. Joe currently in first and second. And here we go, Mount St. Joe pulling ahead. And they are doing a pretty good job here. Mount St. Joe. And Mount St. Joe will win that event. Their first event win after the break. And that'll be a win there for Mount St. Joe. And they now come back and have now tied Calvert Hall in events wins 6-6. Heading into event number 13. We are now heading on to, it's pretty irregular. Well, we are heading on to another varsity event. This is the men's 500-yard freestyle. It looks like we only have 1 Gale and 3 Cardinals here. In lane 1, Nate Simon. In lane 3, Holt Taylor. And in lane 5, Morrissey Lochte. And Mount St. Joe only in lane 4 here. I think a 1-on-3 on a 500-yard freestyle will be pretty difficult. That'll be pretty difficult here. Pretty difficult here for Mount St. Joe. And we're off. And here we go. This is a 500-yard freestyle. And this one will take a bit. Depends on how long, but these meets can take up to an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes, depending on the length. What I meant to say was that this event, the 500, takes about 4 to 5 minutes until somebody gets first place. All right, we are back here, and Mount St. Joe taking a considerable lead here in the 500. And all matches on skill, but this is pretty impressive. One Mount St. Joe swimmer beating 3 Calvert Hall swimmers. That just shows the might of the Mount St. Joe Gales varsity swimming team. And they're doing a really good job right now, keeping pace. Calvert Hall lacking pretty behind. I think the right word for that is very behind. Yeah. So Mount St. Joe is what I'm calling grilling the corn. They're moving along. And you know, when you put corn on the grill and it just stays there and you just let it grill. That's how they're taking this right now. They're moving at a pretty good pace. And it's going pretty well for Mount St. Joe so far. They're about to head onto their 13th lap. Out of 20. They do 20 laps here. They're doing 20 laps worth here of freestyle. And over there on the wall, you can see it on your camera now, but it's in the distance, is all of our water polo champion banners. The last time we won water polo was in 2015, so a 6-year drought. Hoping that we can come back next year. And our swimming team hasn't won one in a while either. I'm sure that it has been a long time since Calvert Hall has won a swimming championship, but as we see here, Mount St. Joe continuing this considerable lead. And Mount St. Joe now on their final 2 laps here. And Mount St. Joe, the one lone swimmer, now on his last lap here for the Gales. And there it is. Ending in first place for Mount St. Joe is Mount St. Joe with a time of 5 minutes, 30 seconds and 37 milliseconds. An amazing time there for Mount St. Joe as they capture first place and now take the event win lead 7-6. And Calvert Hall swimmer in lane 3, that is Holt Taylor, finishing with a time of 6 minutes, 8 seconds, and 38 milliseconds. So a 38-second win for Mount St. Joe there. Morrissey Lochte finishing at a time of 6 minutes 40, and Nate Simon in lane 1 finishing with a time of 6:50. And that must be tough. So Mount St. Joe now leading in event 7-6 as we head into the 14th event of the 14th event here. And this one, this is the 200-yard freestyle relay for junior varsity. Mount St. Joe in lane 4. In lane 3 for Calvert Hall, it'll be Matthew Lenzenweger, Braden Weinhold, Michael Kale, and Mark Bennett. And it looks like Calvert Hall's got a bit of a lead here. This is going to be 8 laps. 200 yard is 8 laps now. And Calvert Hall still pulling a lead here. And Calvert Hall winning the 14th event of the evening. They are now tied in event wins 7-7. With a time of 1 minute, 43 seconds, and 25 milliseconds, and a win there for Calvert Hall. Mount St. Joe about 30 seconds behind there, finishing with a time of 2 minutes, 16 seconds, and 18 milliseconds. There for Mount St. Joe. Calvert Hall taking the event win there, and it's now tied 7-7 heading into the 15th event. There looks to be 21 events on this sheet here. As we head to event number 15, And this is the 200-yard freestyle relay for Varsity. Mount St. Joe in lane 4. Calverhall in lane 3. Aiden Ziegler, Holt Taylor, Cole Schaefer, and Morrissey Lochte. Lane 5 for Calverhall, Christian Stecco, Nate Simon, Victor Buscemi, and Jackson Wyndham. It looks like Calverhall with an almost 2-second lead here to start. And here we go. It's a close race in lane 3 and lane 4. Calverhall just ahead. Who's got it? Calverhall. There it is. And it is now neck and neck between Morrissey Lochte and Mount St. Joe will take it. Mount St. Joe will take the 15th event here. They now lead in event wins 8-7. And we are now going to go on to our 16th event unless we have an intermission. Oh, we are. Okay. So we are now heading on to our 16th event here. This is the men's 100-yard backstroke. This is backstroke for JV. For MSJ in lane 4. In lane 3 for Calverhall, Michael Waite. And in lane 5, Braden Weinhold. It's a tight race in lanes 3 and 4. Michael Waite currently has the edge. And it looks like it's neck and neck. It is neck and neck. I think Mount St. Joe pulling out just a bit now. And it looks like it'll be a win for Mount St. Joe. Here on event number 16, and they do it. Mount St. Joe has now won 2 events in a row. And they now lead 9-7 in event wins. Heading on to the 17th event here. On to the 17th event. This is the 100-yard backstroke for Varsity. MSJ in lanes 2 and 4. For Calverhall in lane 1, Christian Stecco. In lane 3, John Barrett. And in lane 5, Will Urian. And here we go. Looks like Mount St. Joe taking the lead here. A good lead so far here for Mount St. Joe in lane 2. And backstroke is a very hard stroke to emulate. There's a lot of concepts and technical tactics to do while you're on this. It's very difficult, and it makes sense that it is, because you can't even see what's going on behind you clearly. You got to know when you're hitting the wall. And Mount St. Joe finishing in first there for their 3rd event win in a row. And they now lead in event wins 10-7. After it was tied 7-7, now Mount St. Joe pulling ahead here 10-7 in event wins. The 3 in a row for Mount St. Joe. And now we will be heading on to our 18th event of the evening. This is the 100. They're lining up. This is the 100-yard breaststroke for Jv Msj in lanes 2 and 4, and in lane 3 for Calvert Hall, Matthew Lenzenweger. And a good lead so far for Lenzenweger in lane 3. And Matthew Lenzenweger pulling ahead of the not one but 2 Gale swimmers that we have here. And it appears he's got a good second lead here heading into the final stretch. And Matthew Lenzenweger finishing first for Calvert Hall to break the 3 event win streak there for Mount St. Joe. And Mount St. Joe now leading 10-8 in events here. And there we go. And we are now heading into our 19th event. Our 19th event is the men's 100-yard breaststroke for varsity. For Mount St. Joe, lanes 2 and 4. For Calvert Hall, in lane 1, Holt Taylor. In lane 3, Lucas Vandewinkle. And in lane 5, Aiden Ziegler. Okay, it doesn't appear that we have a lane 2 swimmer for Mount St. Joe. So it's a 1-on-3 again for Mount St. Joe. And they're actually pulling ahead right now. Mount St. Joe in the lead for this breaststroke. Mount St. Joe keeping a steady lead there in lane 4. And Mount St. Joe will pull the win out for this one. And Mount St. Joe now taking a 11-8 event win lead. They will win, or maybe they will. We have 2 events left, and we have 2 events left. 1 JV, 1 varsity. This is going to be the 400-yard freestyle relay instead of 200. This is the 400-yard freestyle relay. And then this one here for JV. MSJ in lane 4. For Calvert Hall in lane 3, Mark Bennett, Michael Waite, Declan Ames, and Michael Kale. And here we go. And an early lead there for Calvert Hall. And they're pulling. It's neck and neck right now. Neck and neck right now between whoever's in lane 4 and Mark Bennett. So they're going to be doing 4 laps each. The 400-yard is 16 laps. We have 4 swimmers in each lane there, so it'll be 4 laps for each swimmer. 4 laps for each swimmer. And it looks like Mount St. Joe has gained the lead here. Wait a second. It's neck and neck now. The next Mount St. Joe swimmer. And Michael Waite now in the water. And a bit of a lead here for Mount St. Joe. But it looks like it's becoming neck and neck. Mount St. Joe with just a bit of a lead here. We are in the last event category. Not the last event, though. Yeah, there's a lead here for Mount St. Joe now. Their lead is kind of increasing now. Yeah, a big lead now for Mount St. Joe. As their next swimmer will enter the water. And for Calvert Hall, it'll be Declan Ames entering the water now. You heard that. That was the cap. That was the cap hitting the water at such maximum force that it made a bubble pop sound. And that was pretty funny. And there we go. Declan Ames making a pullback. He's coming back now. Wow. Declan Ames pulling in front now. Yeah, it's a lead now for the Cardinals. Wow. A great lead here. Declan Ames putting Calvert Hall back in this event with a beautiful freestyle run. And Michael Kale now entering the water for Calvert Hall. And the last Mount St. Joe swimmer now entering. It's a huge lead. So right now, it's a huge lead for Calvert Hall. I mean, I think that one could go in the record books for Declan Ames. That was a beautiful swim he had there, those 4 laps. And that really put Calvert Hall on a huge lead. And Calvert Hall will now be heading into the final stretch here. And it looks like they marked Mount St. Joe the winner, but they are not. Calvert Hall. And Calvert Hall will win this event. Calvert Hall will win this event. So Calvert Hall now leading, Mount St. Joe now leading events 11-9. Heading into the final event of this swim meet that I have here on the meet program. The 400-yard freestyle relay for varsity. And this is, I think, the last event of the meet. Mount St. Joe will be in lanes 2 and 4 for Calvert Hall. In lane 3, Ben Carroll, Lucas Vandewinkle, John Barrett, and Will Urian. In lane 5, Jackson Wyndham, Nate Simon, Morrissey Lochte, and Cole Schaefer. And we're off. The final event. And this is the final event today here. The final event here for Calvert Hall. And they're pushing. This one currently a Mount St. Joe lead by just a second or two. They're making a good run so far. This one is looking pretty good for Mount St. Joe. And continuing the run there, Mount St. Joe continuing the lead here in the final event. And this one currently seems out of hands, sadly, for the Cardinals. If Mount St. Joe keeps the lead they're getting. And there you go, Mount St. Joe in lane 4, currently in the lead. And we are coming down the final stretch here. On behalf of the swim team and the communications club, I would like to thank them, and I would like to thank you all who tuned in for giving me something to do today, besides studying for exams. This is my final ever swim meet commentating. So I'd like to thank you all for everything and for the wonderful swimming that we get to witness here today. Mount St. Joe pulling out the edge there. Mount St. Joe pulling it out in event wins. If they win here, it'll be 12-9. Event wins. Mount St. Joe winning event wins by 3. And I think it's the last lap here for Mount St. Joe. Yes, it is. And there it is, a win for Mount St. Joe. So they will pull out the swim meet here, winning events 12-9, and a good win here for Mount St. Joe over the Cardinals. In second place for the Cardinals, Cole Schaefer. And there you go. And that is, I think it. Not sure. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. And that will be it for us today. And that is the conclusion of our swim meet here at the Hucked Pool between Mount St. Joe and Calvert Hall. Mount St. Joe pulling it out in event wins 12-9. I'm Logan Zeller, alongside my moderator, Mr. Doug Heydrich, and my cameraman, Cameron Hayes. We'd all like to wish you a Happy New Year and hope that everything goes as planned. I know it's a bit of a shaky start, but I think that we'll get there. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in here today. And just as I want to say, you just got to believe.